I won't bow down to no man.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports.
Here we go.
We'll see the New York Knicks and the Chicago Bulls. And so off the tip, it's New York. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And New York looking at who they've got. Porzingis is out there with Anthony. And there's a Flalo, then there's Calderon, and it's Lopez in at the 5.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing. Skill there.
Here's Jordan, and he lays
a freebie.
New York with the ball. To the paint, here's a Flalo, and that comes off the assist by Calderon. Flalo's got his first 2 points.
A room service dime by Jose Calderon.
Pippen, the pass to Cartwright. And a wide open look for Jordan. His 3-pointers off the mark. And so it's New York with it. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, I was able to talk with Derek Fisher for a moment. He told me he looks forward to games like this, saying this is a team we're facing that really knows how to play and how to execute their offense. And certainly at our best, we can do the same thing. So for an old school guy like myself, it really makes the game enjoyable. It becomes a mental challenge as much as a physical one. A great point, guys. Back to you.
And Doris, thank you so much. And guys, how do you view coach's strategy in terms of limiting those shooters?
Well, I think he knows how dangerous they can be if they get hot. So it's a sound approach. Defensively, though, they have to stick like glue to those guys.
That's absolutely essential. I mean, preventing high-quality shots has to be the highest priority. An absolute must.
3 on the clock. Deep 2 from Anthony, and the 7'1" Bill Cartwright extends for the rebound.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Both free throws good from Anthony. And here are the Bulls now. It's a three-point game. Jordan with it. Now Anthony defending. It's stolen by Anthony. Here's a Afflalo. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. 6 points for Aaron Afflalo.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100%. Can't do better than that.
Here's Jordan, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Tell you what. But he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Here's Afflalo. It's all in by the Bulls.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Knocked loose. And here we go. Fast break. Calderon's got it. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Calderon.
Wow, that's
And so off the tip, it's New York. Anthony drives in. Great touch on the 16-footer. Anthony's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Knicks.
And they get the first bucket of the game on that one.
I tell you what, fellas, I'm anticipating a good one here.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for the Knicks, Calderon is out there with Afflalo. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Porzingis in at the 4 spot. Stolen by Grant. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. And the slam dunk by Pippen.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Now Grant, after the missed 3 by Carmelo. Paxson kicks to Jordan. It's his first trip to the line.
Shots, gentlemen. Michael Jordan. 2. At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Calderon kicks to Afflalo. Lopez outside. Here's Porzingis. He's covered by Grant.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
The first one falls. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. It's been a quick start here for Chicago. It's a 3-point game with the finger roll but graceful finish from Scottie Pippen.
Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Afflalo outside. To the paint. Stolen by Grant. The drive by Jordan. Here's Pippen. The shot no good. Excellent D there from Aflalo. Chicago on defense. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kev, Derek Fisher and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him how they plan to contain this offense, one of the most prolific in the league. He said, we'll have our work cut out for us, no question about it. They can hurt you any number of ways. That's why they're as good as they are. We just have to play the percentages and try to make sure they're getting the shots we want as opposed to the ones they want. Kevin, makes sense. Back to you.
All right, Doris and guys, what's your take on Coach's strategy here?
I'll tell you what, he doesn't sugarcoat it at all. I mean, it's a challenge going up against a team that is just as potent offensively as this group is, and he wants his guys to be mentally prepared for it.
Exactly. I mean, it's going to take some major intensity at that end of the floor if they're going to be able to weather the storm.
And here's Calderon following the three-pointer by Michael Jordan.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Porzingis. He's covered by Grant. Here's Lopez. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Lopez has got his first points in this one.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Kicks it to Calderon. Down low. Ball stolen. It's stolen by Calderon. And a fast break now for New York. Calderon's got the ball. Takes it from 10. And the 7'1" Bill Cartwright extends for the rebound.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Taken away by Anthony. Pass to Lopez. And it's blocked by Jordan. And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Chicago making some changes. Sellers comes in for Pippen. And Vincent subbed in for Paxson. And a switcher also for New York. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Robin Lopez. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. And stolen by Aflalo. Outside Anthony from deep. The rebound by Grant.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
13 feet away. A shot by Jordan, no good.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Passes to Porzingis. The dish now to Anthony. Can't get it to go. And the Bulls going the other way now. The drive by Jordan. It's stolen by Anthony. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. That's good. Aflalo's got his first points of the night.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
That's good.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
So it's Chicago now, following the three-pointer by Carmelo Anthony. Jordan. Calderon pulls it in.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one. 4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing and growing.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Here's Thomas, and he misses his first shot of the game. Here's Davis, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
The Bulls shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Free throw good, Davis. Grant kicks to Galloway. Off target from three-point range. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
They come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
A ton of good looks for him, Greg, on offense, and it's quality shots they're getting.
The Bulls leading by 6. We've got Hodges. Corzina's out there with Purdue. Then there's Davis, and it's Pippen in at the shooting guard position. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. And Amundsen with the block. Grant with the ball. Here's Serafin, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Serafin's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for New York. Bulls moving the ball around. Deflects the pass. Here's Galloway. He kicks to Grant. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And here we go. Amundsen, good. Amundsen's got it all tied up now for New York.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Davis kicks to Pippen. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball. Grant, that's good. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for New York.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Some changes for Chicago. Sellers checked in for Purdue. And it's Paxson in for Davis. Then for the Knicks, Robin Lopez is checked in for Kevin Serafin. Derek Williams comes in for Louis Amundsen. And it's Vujacic in for Grant. And a fast break now for New York. Galloway with the bucket. And the Knicks lead by 4.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
There's Galloway. Nobody near Williams. Nailed from three-point land.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passion.
Cartwright's checked in for Chicago. Grant comes in for Hodges. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Anthony's checked in for Thomas. Here's Paxson. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now. And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run. And, guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away 100% effort all the time.
Hey, and Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
The Knicks shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That's good from Vujacic. Chicago making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. And so he hits both. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Over to the left wing. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Anthony leading the charge.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
Sellers, and that's an air ball. Not even close. Here's Vujacic. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Vujacic has got 4 points in the quarter.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Bulls shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
First one falls for him.
Take a look at what Jordan's done. He's got 8 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Chicago making a switch here. Vincent's checked in. Then for the Knicks, Porzingis, he's checked in for Williams. Flalo comes in for Sasha Vujacic. And it's Calderon in for Langston Galloway. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
That's good.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
The Bulls shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Here's New York. They're on a 19-6 run. Here's Lopez. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is pretty strong.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. New York called for the foul. The Bulls have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
No good on that one. Davis is checked in for the Bulls. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. New York leading by 9. Now Calderon. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Chicago on defense. And it's a Flalo penetrating.
You know, his shooting percentage has fallen off here in the second. He just can't get the ball in the basket. He's really struggling.
Now the pass to Porzingis. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. And now an 11-point Knicks lead.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
And again, New York running the court in transition. Finished off the break. Anthony's got 7 points in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Calderon. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Lopez drives in. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Here's Aflalo. Tries to save it. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. To halt the run, Aflalo pulls it in. Aflalo's got 3 rebounds.